realize that my mic was muted for some reason, guys. But we are here. There was tunes, but only I got to enjoy them. How's it going, guys? Tris, Chief? Hope everyone's weekend was awesome. A short day there. Nice. Thanks, guys. Just finished pouring up a coffee. It's probably beer. I've actually never put beer in these. It's never been needed. So for today, it's coffee. Weekend was off the charts. Yeah, yours sounded so nice. Solid manic, but solid. That's good, man. It's still too hot. Okay, so we were going to make roasted whole fish today for Optrix, but that is not going to happen since finding a whole fish here is very difficult, actually. What's the pineapple for? Just some fruit for around the house. It is massive though. Like, this is one of the biggest pineapples I've seen in a while. Should take a couple days to ripen up. Yeah, we missed you. How's it been, Chief? So instead we switched today with tomorrow's dinner, and then tomorrow we'll make the fish. I was able to source one out. It's 7 pounds though, it's huge. But Betty is able to bring it home from the city, so that is good. Hello, Tig. How's it going? So today, hi Mama, how are you? We're gonna make the chicken and shrimp laksa instead with some fresh veg and pickles. Like, make a little side plate to snack off of that while we eat the soup, because I think it's gonna be a pretty spicy soup. So you need something on the side to kind of cool off your palate in between eating all the good stuff. Hey Shadow and Harry Potter, welcome in everyone. And then we're gonna make up some milk crumbs for dessert prep for tomorrow. So tomorrow we will be doing sous vide cheesecake. Never done it before, don't know how it's gonna work. And it's kind of risky because sometimes the jars break, but that's what we're gonna do tomorrow. So I'm gonna prep the milk crumbs, which will go on top of the sous vide cheesecake tomorrow, with probably just some fresh strawberries since those are still in season and they are amazing. Steampunk, hello. Yeah, why didn't I just go fishing for the fish myself? I think that's what it's gonna come down to, Trist. Is I'm just gonna have to go on a charter and try and catch as much as possible in a day. Yeah, why is it we live so close to the sea and it's so hard to find a whole fish? That is so funny, Tig. But honestly though, so Sam and I went to a couple places this morning, and what we got out of it is it's due to the restrictive laws. Is like, obviously recreational fishermen will get in trouble if they sell their fish, and then all the commercial fish get sold to the stores. But since no one wants to prepare a whole fish, then it's always filleted and sold that way instead. But there is a place in Victoria called Finest at Sea. That was our supplier when we were in Vancouver as well, in the restaurant. And they have a bunch of whole fish there, so that's good that we were able to find that. Just for me to be like, yeah, I want a whole fish tonight, it would take me like over 2 hours to drive there and back just to get this fish. Hey Rush, how's it going? So yeah, it is super silly, but I think the best way to solve that is just to go on a charter and see what I can catch. It's been crazy, Chief. You're writing music, comedy, working on a new podcast. That is so cool. Being busy is good though. It makes time go by fast. Keeps you out of trouble too. Am I gonna come to Germany and marry you? No. I am already marinated to a German. I'm sorry, Heckman. You're okay, Rush. You're up early today, actually. Very early. I've been good, man. Weekend flew by. Do I have to have a permit to fish there? Yes. 100% Trist. If you fish without a permit, like, they can take all of your stuff away. So you don't want to mess around with that stuff. It's not too expensive. It's worth it. Hello, Viyun. How are you? Okay, so our timeline for today, I would say it'll take around 2 hours for us to make the laksa. If we're making the broth from scratch, which we are today, that is what is sitting in the other cam, is a bunch of chicken bones that we're going to roast off and make a broth from. Otherwise, if you're just going to use like a store-bought broth, which is totally okay, you guys, use something like this, like a nice organic kind of base that has natural stuff in it. It's just not full of salt. And that will be totally fine if you want to save yourself some time. Hey, Bachelor. You go to Pacific City often. Dories come in and you can buy directly off them. That is so awesome, Steampunk. And then obviously the fresh veg and pickles won't take us very long to make. Probably around 10 minutes. That's about it. And the milk crumbs will take, I think, around 40 minutes. Because they bake at 250 for 20 minutes. And then we have to let them cool and then coat them with some white chocolate. So they're really, really crunchy. It's your weekend now. Nice. Well, then you're just staying up late, aren't you, Rush? That's what's going on. Okay, so ingredients. There are a bunch of different laksas that you can make. We'll get into the history in a sec, but let's do the milk bar milk crumbs. I don't know if you guys saw this recipe in Discord. And then let me just put this other recipe in Discord as well, since I wasn't really planning on switching to a different day. Oh. Boom. Prep for history. Yeah, get your popcorn. I love Christina Tosi. She's the best. We could be best buds for sure. Okay, so laksa ingredients. Or maybe we'll do history first and then ingredients. I think that sounds better. Okay, let's do this. So laksa is a spicy noodle soup popular in Peranakan cuisine, which just means they were descendants of early Chinese migrants who settled in Penang, Singapore, and Indonesia. And it has a lot of Malaysian influence. So laksa consists of rice noodles or vermicelli noodles with chicken, prawn, or fish served in a spicy soup based on either rich and spicy curry coconut milk or on sour assam, which is tamarind. I know, spicy. Yay for Chief. Making some spicy food. Laksa is found in Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, and southern Thailand. I don't believe I had laksa while I was there. So I am not super familiar with how this should taste. I've had one other one. We had it at Wolf in the Fog, Sam.
What?
Is that where we had the laksa? I think so, in Tofino. At a really, really good restaurant there.
We didn't have it. I think the table next to us had it. We had the... No, I think we did.
I think we did.
The chicken.
Yeah. Chicken and shrimp laksa soup, yes. Okay, so we did have it before. What's up, dude? What's up, Albus? So there are various theories about the origins of laksa. In Indonesia, the dish is believed to have been born from the Chinese coastal settlements and the mixing of cultures between Chinese merchants and the local cooking practices. Historians believe laksa is a dish that was born from actual intermarriage. That is so cool. In early coastal Chinese settlements and in maritime Southeast Asia, it was only Chinese men that ventured abroad out from China to trade. And then when settling down in the new town, these Chinese traders and sailors set out to find local wives, and these women began incorporating local spices and coconut milk into Chinese noodle soups and served it to their husbands. This creates the hybrid Chinese local, and that culture is called the Peranakan culture. In Malaysia, the dish is believed to have been introduced by Chinese immigrants in Malacca. And then in Singapore, the dish is believed to have been created after the interaction between the Peranakans with the local Singaporeans. So this dish was basically created from Chinese traders that went to marry wives in different places. Very cool. And then it says, because laksa has different varieties across the region, it's difficult to pinpoint the exact origin of the dish. Nevertheless, numbers of laksa recipes have been developed along the trade channels of Southeast Asia. Hey Optrix, how are you? Hopefully you saw all my messages today about what is going on. Okay, so in 2011, CNN Travel ranked Penang Assam laksa 7th out of the 50 most delicious foods in the world. So 7th out of 50. But then in September, it fell to 26 out of 50 after they held an online poll. But nonetheless, we just know that it's going to be delicious. You just got back from school. What were you doing for school today? Okay, meetings and cleaning. Nice. It's all coming together now. Hey, Dante. How are you? So, types of laksa. The type of laksa is based upon the soup base employed in its recipe. Either rich and savory coconut milk, fresh and sour tamarind, or the combination of both. There are 3 basic types of laksa: curry laksa, Assam laksa, which is the tamarind, and other variants that can be identified as either curry or Assam or a mixture of both. Curry laksa is a coconut milk curry soup with noodles, while tamarind laksa is a sour soup with noodles. Thick rice noodles, also known as laksa noodles, are most commonly used. I don't know if we have the super thick ones. Oh yeah, we have like the maybe 1/3 inch width of noodles, so that's good. Who knows the Muxie cheer? I do not know that. So today we are going to make the curry laksa because we have ingredients for all of that. I do have access to fresh tamarind, so I'm sure I will try the tamarind one as well because I really, really enjoy tamarind, even just eating it by itself. Yeah, Harry, I don't think anyone. You got nothing in here. So the main ingredients for most versions of curry laksa include bean curd puffs. I do not have those today. Could not find that. Fish sticks, nope. Shrimp, yes. And cockles, that's a no. Some vendors may sell chicken laksa, yes. That is what we're doing today. And it's most commonly served with a spoonful of sambal paste and garnished with Vietnamese coriander or cilantro. So we probably aren't going to serve it with that spoonful of paste because that would be insanely spicy. But just to let you know that it is totally possible for people like Chief who love spice. You just know the Muxie scare alerts. What? I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Okay, so that's it for laksa. So if we go into Anthony Bourdain's book, which is where I first got the inspiration from it. So this is Anthony Bourdain's book. It's called Appetites. It's really, really good. Has like all of his favorite dishes that he has eaten while traveling. So this one is called Kuching style laksa. So let's take a look at it here. That's how it looks. So the broth is really, really red. Thanks, Optrix. Yeah. So I thought that would be a very, very similar one to the one that Bourdain makes. And it's very, very simple. You guys know this. It's just a soup. So I'm going to read what he says here. I think I read a little bit of it on Friday, but we'll do more. Cook with Posh. Love it. Thanks, Harry. So he says, in the hierarchy of steaming hot bowls of magical broth and noodles, laksa is at the absolute top. So it's all the way up there. He says, it's the best, the most delicious. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, it will cure what ails you. So maybe this is a good thing to make when you're feeling a little ill as well. Kick that cold right out of there. And I'm not saying this is the greatest laksa recipe in the world. It surely isn't. But I'm hoping it will give you an idea of how good laksa can be. No way, Indognito. See, I've never made it. I've only eaten it before. So this is my first laksa. And I'm excited. And he says, I'm a firm believer in the notion that a bowl of spicy noodles is a portal to perfect happiness. Many of my happiest moments these days seem to center on sitting on a low plastic stool somewhere in Asia, eating chili jack noodles in broth. I've done that a few times. Malaysian laksas are as good as noodle soups can be. There is an incredibly delicious Penang version with the tamarind and fish-based broth, chunks of mackerel and pineapple bobbing within. Ooh, the pineapple though. And while both styles have fervent adherents, the Kuching version is his favorite. He ain't never lied. Not even once, Chief. He says, I like it spicy, so feel free to adjust with the addition of chili paste or peppers, or not. Ideally, you should, in my view, have worked up a solid sweat by the time you hit the bottom of the bowl. Maybe we'll take a selfie after we all eat our bowls tonight and you'll see the sweat dripping down. The laksa paste mixture flavors develop better with time, so it's worth making the paste a few days before you make and serve your laksa. So I could not find laksa paste anywhere, but I know it's very, very similar to red curry paste, so that's what I'm going to use instead today. Don't hate me, guys, but I could not find it out of the 4 stores I think we went yesterday. But we have everything else for it, and I think I'll be able to doctor it up so it's proper. Hot and sweaty. Oh man. So for Bourdain's laksa, here's the ingredients. So universal stock, so obviously you can use whatever, fish, beef, chicken, vegetable, whatever you have laying around. And then it says 1 large chicken breast bone in, but I'm just gonna use the chicken carcasses on the stove and then pull whatever chicken we can off of it. 3/4 of a cup of laksa paste, so I'm gonna use red curry paste instead. 16 to 20 jumbo shrimp. Yeah, we have our shrimps. Was that the recipe you randomly turned to? No, it was planned. It was planned, Optrix. Oh, was this the recipe? No, so this is the other recipe that we are making this week. So this was the other one. It's called Malaretas. So it's a pasta. And I was able to find the thing that we needed to make that. So in one of the stores we went yesterday, I was like looking around the little kitchen section as always. Let's not be surprised by that. And I found this for $5. So this is for gnocchi or pasta to roll onto. Bachelor with the Twitch Prime sub. Welcome in. And thank you. Welcome to the squad, man. Or are you just subbing because you want the apron? We're getting up there for subs for this month already. Like, we got 14 new subs last week, so 14 new entries into the giveaway as well. And hello, Tara. Oh, are you? Yeah, we should get some hype up in there. Do it up. And then for the Kuching style laksa, they actually do 2 eggs scrambled up and then diced and put into the soup. So that is an option too if you want to do something cheaper protein wise. Harry, you want the cook with posh emote, don't you? Resub on the 17th or 18th. Perfect, man. I mean, you guys have until the 29th to get into the draw. Steampunk. I know you love that onion. Just waiting 7 more days until your surgery. Oh no. What is your surgery? And then we will season the soup with some soy sauce. And then, like they said, you can use vermicelli noodles or whatever type of rice noodle. I also had these just sitting here left over. They're like a stir fry noodle, so I'm going to use those up as well. I have a couple different types of noodles. What you doing, Steven? Just going over the plan of action for cooking today. Tara, you don't have to say what it is. I'm just concerned for your well-being. And then we also need the coconut milk, so I have a can of that. If I feel like I need another can, we'll add it, because I am going to make quite a bit of this soup. We'll probably package some of it away for leftovers. And then bean sprouts to garnish. I have 2 bags of those. Fresh cilantro as well, which I'll probably have to go outside and cut some before the stream is done. Sliced red chili peppers. So I would go with something like a Thai red chili or bird's eye chili, it's also called. Lime wedges for garnish. And then if you want some kind of chili paste. Is it Singaporean or Indonesian? See, I don't know my laksas that well, so maybe you can help me, Indognito. So I couldn't find laksa paste first off, so I'm going to be using a red curry paste that is really good, that has the dried shrimps and the lemongrass, everything like that. And then I'm doing chicken and shrimp. And maybe mushrooms as well to garnish. You're super stoked. Your cast iron Dutch oven arrived today. Oh my god. Can you post which one you got? I always like to know what other people think is like awesome for a cast iron. Has something to do with your vagina. See, I knew that was coming. Well, thanks, Tara. I hope your surgery goes well. You've never made it yourself. Okay. Well, I hope this is good then. I would say it's probably closer to an Indonesian or like southern Thailand style just because it is a curry. Making the paste seems daunting. A little bit. I mean, I do have a recipe for the paste here. And then I was looking at it. It makes 10 cups. Like, why would I want 10 cups of this paste? Which I'm sure you could freeze it, though, if we needed to. Okay, so our order of prep for today. We're going to roast our chicken bones off first. Get those going. I think last time they took around, what, half an hour to brown up nicely. And then we'll make our milk crumbs and bake them once the chicken bones are out. They bake at a super low temp, like 250 Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. And then after our chicken bones are roasted, we'll make up our broth. So we'll cover them with cold water. And then you can start up some of the laksa prep for the soup. So any vegetables or whatever we think we need in there. And then we need to prep our veg and pickles for their side. And that is it. Very, very simple. Pot porn. The only thing you know is to always fry the paste. Yep. 100%. You need food. Oh God. We're gonna lose it. Okay, let's do this. So, first things first, let's turn the oven on. I'm gonna go super high here, like 475. And then Sammy and I got 6 whole chickens yesterday because each pack of 3 was $5 off at the store. So we're like, okay, well, I guess we'll stock up. And then before the stream, I took them apart. So I left one whole and then took the legs and the breast off the other ones. So here's the other 5 carcasses. We'll roast those up, pull the meat off, just like on what, Friday I made the soup? Or the other time I made the soup, and then all of the chicken wings. And then with all that skin and bones there, we're gonna make a really nice broth. It usually has raw garlic and ginger, yep. You want the posh, but you're poor. It's okay, Harry. I'm poor too. It's on Amazon. Lodge enameled cast iron oval Dutch oven, 7 quart. Nice. 7 quarts. That's a really good size. That leg, though, bringing us back to the old times.
Well, the faster you get pregnant, the faster you get more egos.
Yeah. This is madness. This is madness. Yeah, that's what we're in right now, Tara. 300. Okay, so our oven is heating up right now. What does it say? 12 minutes. So let's get our stuff together for the milk crumbs. If we feel like later in the stream it's kind of dragging on, maybe we'll whip up the actual cheesecake filling recipe. But we'll see how it goes. So we're making 1.5 cups of the milk crumbs. And this needs dried milk. So I don't know if you guys can find that, but it's pretty hard to find here. I was able to find it at Bulk Barn. And then we also need flour, cornstarch, sugar, salt, butter, and then white chocolate to cover everything. Very, very easy recipe. You don't need a mixer or anything. Powdered milk. Yes, yes, yes. What is this thing about Amazon Prime and subscriptions? Oh, steampunk. So, what was it, last year when Amazon bought Twitch, or a couple of years ago? Sam? I don't know, but Amazon bought Twitch, so with your Amazon Prime, if you're signed up with that, you are able to sign up with Twitch Prime for free, and then Twitch Prime gives you 1 free subscription per month to whoever you want to support, which is amazing. So not only do you get the benefits of having Prime through Amazon and getting all that free shipping and stuff like that, is it actually translates over to Twitch, where you get 1 free sub, and that's about it. Obviously with the sub you get no ads and you get perks like coming into the giveaway. Someone could sub to me for free? It's true, steampunk. It's true. And a lot of people do not know this. It's really hard whisking whipped cream from regular cream by hand. Yep. I've done it like 2 weeks in a row now, Tara. You should have let me know. Would have whipped it up for you. You don't have a mixer. Oh my gosh. Well done, Tara. To do that by hand? A cheesecake mix? and not get any lumps? Good on you. So yes, here is the milk powder. Yay. And it's from Bulk Barn. So I don't know if you guys have Bulk Barn, but it is this like a most amazing store where everything is in bulk, from like powdered milk to white chocolate pieces to like spices and pasta, everything like that. Very, very cool. So what it says in a medium bowl, whisk half a cup of the dry milk with the flour, cornstarch, sugar, and salt. Sounds good. Bulk Barn is like Winco Foods here. I knew you guys would have something, but yeah, that is, I'm gonna for sure go to Bulk Barn for all of my dry stuff now. They probably had close to 60 or 70 spices to choose from. And then that way you can buy as much or as little as you want as well. Blueberry cheesecake and chocolate Oreo pudding cheesecake are the ones you make. Both sound amazing, Tara. So it's like Costco, BJ's, or Sam's Club. Not quite. Like Bulk Barn, it's not a big store at all. Obviously it is Canadian. But all they have is like tubs in the store full of whatever you want to buy that's dried. But they also do fresh ground peanut butter, like fresh pressed oils, everything like that too. Really, really, really cool store. You used to have bulk foods back home when you were a kid. You would go with your grandma and she would let you buy as many gummy worms you wanted. Yep. I know, you'll see some pretty random stuff being bought there in like mass quantities. But it's awesome. I have found that milk powder is very, very hard to source in a local grocery store though. Whereas I'm sure like way back, it was very easy. So I just find that funny. You used to buy several pounds of bazooka gum, see? It's like people just stock up. So a 1/4 cup of flour is what we need. You used to buy Gobstoppers not in bulk. You should have bought them in bulk. And then 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Surgeon told you to stop your medications 3 weeks before surgery. Wow, Tara. Well, it must be like a hormonal thing. That's usually what causes acne like that. Gotta love those hormones. Very weird, this recipe. It's equal parts cornstarch and sugar. Yeah, you don't even need to buy Gobstoppers in bulk. They're everlasting. It is a hormonal thing, yep. Stay strong, girl. You're almost there. Sounds good, Tris. I don't know where he went just now. I think he went upstairs. But Sammy's still resting his ankle today. Still pretty bad. Clumsy kid is what I will say to that. You love Willy Wonka. If only there was a real chocolate factory. like that. Half a teaspoon of kosher salt, guys. So you need to balance out all that sweetness with the salt. And then 4 tablespoons of butter melted. What's poppin'? Man, everyone's fired up today. I love it. Oh, the original movie. Yes. 100%. The original movie is still the best one. How are you, Helicopter? Did you have a good weekend? You wonder what fecule means. Fecule. Like Pudra? I've never heard that, Optrix. What are you referring to? Yeah, Julia. That's why I'm doing the laksa, is in his memory. Doing some Anthony Bourdain inspired dishes this week. We're cooking for him. So I'm just gonna eyeball the 4 tablespoons of butter. You watched a documentary on Willy Wonka and that the cast said the chocolate river smelled so bad. Oh my gosh. What was it actually made of, Trist? Like, was it actually chocolate? It was on my cornstarch container. Oh, okay. Fecule de maize. Yeah, it just means powder. Like powder of corn. Or starch. Yeah, maize is corn. I know us and our French labeling, which honestly helped me so much learning the culinary terms and stuff. So I'm actually pretty thankful for that. Okay, just gonna put this in Chef Mike for a couple seconds. Here. Got your coffee. And everyone says hi. Hello. Hello. Make Sammy a coffee and he doesn't even drink it. Yeah. City. Yay, Bachelor, that's amazing. Tara, you bought a pack of Warheads and it was a mistake. They are way too sour. They burn your mouth. I noticed that too. Literally burns your mouth where it's like raw the next day. Insanity. Well, yeah, of course, with an accent aigu. So now, you just need to mix this up. And then obviously it's going to be crumbly. That is the whole point of this. Make these little crumbs that are crunchy and milky and delicious. And we'll bake them and cover them in white chocolate. I know, it sounds terrible, guys. I think I'm gonna kind of mash it together. Because I want them bigger. Like larger pieces of crumb. And then we'll kind of just break it up onto the sheet pan. Boom. So you just want to line the pan with either parchment or a silicone mat. Perfect. That is our oven for the chicken. So both of these trays are going in. And And then we'll do a rotation like halfway through again. So let's do 15 minutes. I think we are gonna crush today's stream, guys. So we might be making up that cheesecake filling sooner rather than later. You've called that number, Mama? That is good to know that like people actually use it. But at the same time, I feel like a lot of people are scared to call it. Even though it's there. And welcome in, Mama. How are you? How are you handling the kids? So we're just gonna pour this on. Tris, what did I have for lunch today? We had a dirty lunch. Sammy did some cooking. So this is like Sammy's style food, if you guys can think about it. So he made croissant sandwich with pulled beef, scrambled eggs and cheese, and salsa roja. And then I just made a salad to go onto this side. So I think I'm just gonna mash this together a little bit. It's like a very weird texture. And that's it. You had a breaded chicken patty with gravy and green beans. That sounds good, Trist. I'm gonna be breading some chicken up on Friday. Doing some Action Bronson chicken parmigiana. Happy whatever day of the week it is to you all. Thanks, Mama. Same to you. When's the last time I made cheesecake? That's a good question. I cannot remember, to be honest. It's been too long. Let's just say that, Optrix. If you can't remember, it's been too long. Why must hair always fall in your shirt? The struggle. Okay, so that is it for the crumb. How easy was that, though? You were scared they'd take your kids, but they were supportive. You are struggling. It's hard, but you're managing. That is good, Mama. That is so good. I think just like your well-being, though, is still so much better than what you were in before. So just stay strong. And honestly, if you ever need to vent about anything, I am here. You know where to find me. Just send me a whisper or whatever you need. King Chaos, hi. Welcome in. How's it going? In 4 days, it's EID. Mom's gonna cook lamb, roast chicken, potatoes, samosas, pilau, rice pudding, halva, kebab. That's insane, helicopter. Can I come? Sounds so good. Yeah, there you go. Mama, you got lots of support here, which is awesome. Liz, hi. Hi. How are you? Okay. Hear you roar, Liz. She's coming in. Okay, so maybe we should prep up the cheesecake right now. It's what? Only 3:15? We're crushing this. It's rough and you just hope you do right by your boy. You will, Mama. You will. Just doing what you did previously has already put you in such a better place than before. Okay, so I'm looking up sous vide cheesecake. I think I'm gonna do the Chef Steps one. It says the quickest, simplest way to make bomb cheesecake. I'm in. There's that. I am very hungry. You just want to eat a chocolate cake like the kid on Matilda. Yes. So every time I see an insane chocolate cake, I always think of Matilda. So knowing that someone else thinks about that, I love it. It's like once you start, you have to eat the whole thing. That's it. Bomb, not bong. Come on, Optrix. Okay, so 2 8-ounce packages of cream cheese, some sugar, some salt. It says around 3 whole eggs, so I'll use 2 duck eggs, vanilla, and buttermilk or heavy cream, which I think we have both. Matilda the film. Trist, have you not seen Matilda? So I'll get my eggs out. I just need to go over to the other fridge to get the cream cheese. Cheesecake is your favorite cake, but it's so fattening. It is so bad for you. I will say that, guys. It is not that good for you. Oh, there is a Sammy. I got no feet. Thanks for the follow and welcome in. You've never seen it, Trist? I think you would love it. Cheers. Matilda and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was my childhood. Okay, so we got our dairy. Just going to get the cream cheese. And then we're going to mix this up. It's too long for you, Liz. You watched the first 13 minutes and fell asleep. What? Oh, Lord of the Rings. Really? Those movies are so crazy. Even I didn't fall asleep, and that's something. I'm gonna run up and grab the really big soup pot. You make some insanely tasty cheesecake. Tell Sammy to log on to Twitch.
Wi-Fi is down right now.
What?
It's not very good because one of the boxes is out.
Okay. Sammy doesn't want to because he'll take away from the Wi-Fi. Frank's doing stuff.
It just doesn't work now.
Is that a 1 gallon mug? No, it's not that big. It's like as big as my face. Everything is bigger. I know, Tara. That is so cool that you live in Alberta. Good time. How is it? The biggest soup pot. Cut Frank from the Wi-Fi. He already cut the Wi-Fi. He cut the Wi-Fi from us. We can't handle it. Now you're good, Tara. I just said that's really cool that you also live in Alberta. You can make it to Canada in 4 hours, and then from there you don't know. What part of Canada? What part? Maybe we can help you. Gotta love that Philly, but the only thing now is that we weren't really prepared to make this, which is okay. But we're just gonna unwrap this and put it into the microwave to soften it up a bit. And that way we won't have lumpy cheesecake when we mix it. By Windsor. Okay, so that's the other side. That's the other side. You can make it to Canada in 8 hours. Yeah, you're pretty far out, Liz. Ooh, starting to smell that chicken roasting. But that would be Niagara Falls. Dang, Optrix. Well, next time we visit Sam's parents, then we'll do a meetup somewhere. Whether it's in Canada or in the States. 23 hours driving, Trist. I like how you guys all know this, though. Yeah, that would be awesome, guys. That'd be super cool. Okay, so here's all the ingredients we're using. So obviously we can't put the foil packaging in the microwave. Bad things would happen. So don't do that. Unless you like explosions. I'm not gonna do it on stream for you guys, so don't even ask. You drove from Ohio to Texas in 40 hours. I've never done a long trip like that, but Sammy has. Sam's drove all the way across Canada. But as far east as he has gone is only Quebec. So we have to explore the rest of the East Coast together. You made your mom and her husband a cheesecake like 4 months ago, and her husband ate most of it. Well, if it's good, then yeah. I think my dad would do the exact same. He loves cheesecake. So we'll just do 30-second increments on that because we don't really want to cook the cream cheese. And Liz, like when I was younger, I would put cream cheese onto saltine crackers, like a thin layer, and then put jam on top of that. Such a good snack. The longest you ever driven is 19 hours from Minneapolis to Clinton. In one stretch. That is long. Sorry, guys. Obnoxious. I'll make sure I stop that before it stops next time. Cream cheese on crackers, that's exactly what I said, helicopter. So funny. Monday is good, Liz. Did some paperwork, did some driving around, find a fish. Didn't end up happening, but at least I got one on order. It's reserved. I have reserved a lingcod that is 7 pounds. And then had some lunch, and now we're here. How was your day, Liz? Oh my God. She didn't do it. I think we're good there anyways. Yeah. They're softened up enough. I would like to do that drive as well, Optrix. Like drive across Canada and then drive back the States side, which is actually quicker. Apple butter on crackers. The apple butter I made, that'd be good. Okay, we have 15 seconds on that as well. So we'll do a tray rotation. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Kate was driving and not pedaling the bike. I know, shocking. I actually drove today. What time is it in your countries now? Right now, it's 3:28 p.m. Let's get these sizzles. Well, they're just starting to brown up. Gonna be tasty. And another 15. And then we should be good. I reserved a whole fish, Optrix. 7 pounds though. So a 7-pound whole lingcod for around $9 a pound. So she said it was around $62. But 7 pounds. Like, you don't get that much waste off of a fish. So I think that's a really, really good price. And they had a bunch of other options too. So I'm guessing I'm just going to end up getting my seafood from there from now on. And probably just break it down myself like I do the chickens. Yeah, your donation is for sure going to good use. Like, I think that was a great challenge, Optrix. Like, I should know where I can buy whole fish, right? Oh my god, Tris. They thought you died. You did Montreal to Calgary in a 74 Mini. What? That was crazy. That sounds so fun, Scotch.
So you're cooking tomorrow.
What? Okay, let's see. Sammy wanted to show us. This is what we're cooking tomorrow. Obviously, mine is not that big.
Yours will probably be around that size.
It's gonna be so cool. Yo, Butt, how are you? Playing Skyrim. Sounds good. Did we hear about the IHOP name change? No. Okay, Optrix, you pay around 15 per pound or more. So we get good pricing then. And the place that I'm using, Finest at Sea, everything that they disperse is all local, caught by commercial fishermen. So that's great. It's now IHOB. No, it's not. Are you actually lying? It's Harry Potter. Harry! Are you serious? I need to look this up. IHOB. What's the point? Like, who's gonna go there? You're allergic to apples and the B stands for burgers. That is retarded. Yeah, my face. I am upset. I am so upset. Not that I really ate at IHOP anyways. Okay, let's get our mixer out. Start to mix up some cheesecake. Getting to chatting. So it says combine cream cheese, sugar, and salt together. And then you add the eggs and vanilla. We just need to get our mixer out. They need to fire the marketing directors. Agreed. And maybe we should measure out. Where does the buttermilk or cream come in? 130 grams. That goes in at the very end. I'll measure that after I pour the cream cheese out of this bowl. Because we're running out of room. The struggle. The IHOP thing is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Agreed. It honestly is. I thought you were joking, Liz. Straight up. How's everyone talking about it? We're mad. Yeah, not the first place I would pick for a burger. First place I would go for pancakes. Like, hello. As if we don't have enough burger joints. They should have just focused on the pancakes. Because even on some of their best days, they couldn't get those right. We're upset.
I'm upset.
Hey, where are you going?
Up and away.
What? You guys hear the chicken fat sizzling in the oven?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Mama's cracking up. What's in the bottle next to the blender? Oh, Tryst. It's a special one. Gotta get that Bailey's for some special coffees on the weekend. You didn't do any this weekend. This bottle kind of just appeared here in the last day or so, so I was like, Sam, where did you get the Bailey's from? He's like, it was upstairs. I was like, okay. Yeah, we're still gonna call it IHOP. Totally. A pancake burger. Now that's a thing. See, if they don't make a burger with pancakes as a bun, what's the point? Liz, clicking on your link. So Wendy's, you're just gonna let IHOP sell burgers on your block? Thought you were the OG. Exactly. Roasted. McGriddles are alright. I am okay with that. Okay, so first things first. Let's get a cheese in here. Oh no. That did not go as planned. I didn't read Wendy's reply? Shoot. Okay, I'm going back up. I didn't see the reply. Where the heck is it? How far down is this reply? She gone. Let's get cheesy. Okay, so we can start this now. Hopefully this doesn't do anything cray. Just let it mix on low for a little bit. Tomorrow's your last day of meetings, Optrix. You have happy hour at 2:30. Oh yeah. Might as well. No one takes to your ideas now. You're opening a restaurant. I'm in, mama. Helicopter, you want to go crazy and experiment with food. Do it up. You know I got you, man. It's the first reply to the tweet. Okay, let me see if I can do it. I need to read this. Still not showing Wendy's on my end. It's okay though, we'll carry on. You want to make a lamb dumpling covered in more lamb mincemeat, covered in pancake, covered in lamb, covered in matzah, covered in spicy chicken batter. Oh man. Helicopter, you've been fasting for too long. Zed is alive. Thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Okay, this is softening up nicely. Let's turn it off. Do a little scrapey scrape. And we need to add some sugar. Sugar and stuffs. $100 grams of sugar. People are diehard Whataburger fans. Never heard of it. But I do love me some burgers. You only need 100, not 105. It's quite a bit of sugar, actually. I am okay with this, though. And 2 grams of kosher salt, aka just a pinch. Says blend it until smooth. Two for $4? Hello. Zed, thank you. Yeah, so much delicious food. That is the truth. I much appreciate that, Zed. And welcome in. That's like my little cooking portfolio, I would say. Tara, you're eating a burger right now. Where is it from? Okay, so that's getting nice and smooth. So that way we know that there's not going to be any lumps in our cheesecake. Give that a little scrape down around the sides again. And then next thing, Liz, now you want a McGriddle. Yep. We just need to measure out either 130 grams of buttermilk, so I'll try and use the rest of this. And then we'll top it up with however much cream we need. So 130 grams. Beautiful. Yay for not wasting stuff. Bring all of the McGriddles to Liz. You posted a screenshot of the tweet on Discord. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Boom. So that's measured out. Next thing going in is our 2 eggs and some vanilla. Where is Posh? I don't know where she is. Oh, I hear her. That is so funny you asked that, Trish. She just came walking in. Posh. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come, look it. Look it. Ready, guys? Come here. What's this? What's this? Oh, bring the baby. Get the baby. Come here. Say hi. Say hi. Are you crazy? Yes. She's being crazy. Let it be known. Okay, let me see this tweet. Not really afraid of the burgers from a place that decided pancakes were too hard. Love it. Totally roasted. Homemade burger? That's amazing, Tara. Props to you. Okay, that's our chicken calling. It should be nice and sizzling. I don't think I've ever had a Sonic burger, guys. Mama, we're not hating on you. I blame lemon for this. 100%. Oh yeah. Man, those chicken wings look so good, I just want to eat them. I don't want to put them in a stock. I do not want to do that. So there's that. Ketchup, what is this uncivilized madness? Hey AOT, how are you? That's the first time you've seen her, Tig? She is silly. What is everyone's favorite steak sauce? None. And yes, you do, Optrix. Fire up that grill. But if I was to choose a steak sauce that is like store-bought, I would probably just choose A1. Although I have not eaten it in probably 10 years. So let's just get the rest of the ingredients into our mixer for the cheesecake, and then I'll put some stuff away, and then we'll start to make the broth for the laksa. I think that's the best way to go about this. So let's come back over. Put in our little bit of vanilla, or a lot. Do a good little bloop like that. Yeah, most times no sauce at all. I am with you on that. Steak shouldn't need sauce. I agree fully, Tara. Gasps at A1. I mean, that's typically what we have when we do like a quick frying steak. But like I said, I haven't had that in probably a good 10 years or more. Long time. Okay, and now we can actually turn down our oven to 250 is what we need for the crumb. That way it can start to lower the temp. Just prop that open a bit as well. Okay, so it says blend to incorporate the eggs and the vanilla. Make sure everything's combined. Keep the mixer running and add in the buttermilk and the cream. You don't want to see any chunks of cream cheese. Okay, let's do it. Heinz 57. Is that not like A1? Don't forget the lemon pepper on the steak. Just for you, Tris. Mama, don't watch the food. Barbecue sauce or Korean? Oh, Korean barbecue sauce. Yep. Wow, the color of those yolks is going to make this cheesecake so nice and yellow. A local chipotle sauce. I'd be into that. Okay. Scrape down the sides. I am just making a mess of this today. And that's a fact. Now it says with it running. Let's do this first. Drizzle in our cream and buttermilk. One more scrapey scrape. And then we will ditch this for a little bit, start our broth, and then we'll come back to it and put it into the jars for tomorrow. And that way, all we have to do tomorrow is drop the jars in the water to cook. Because tomorrow's going to be pretty intense with that big fish. We'll have a bunch of stuff to go over. So I wanted to make something that was easy that I didn't really have to watch. Boom. Nice and smooth. Okay. Just gonna put this cream away. And the scale and the vanilla. And then we can carry on. Fried pickles, that's all I saw. Yes. Yes to that. You guys are sick today. Talking about dirty foods. And I like it. I like it a lot. Just putting some dry stuff away as well. Yay, there's room again. Okay, so I'm just gonna bring that over here. Oh no, not Muxy again. Your favorite pickles are baby dill pickles with that crunch. I like all pickles. Has anyone here had the Middle Eastern pickled turnips that are purple? Like a really, really vibrant purple color? Those are so good. Anyone here like cucumbers and vinegar? Yeah. I mean, you're kind of halfway to a pickle. If you like to make salads with cucumber and vinegar, pretty much there. So we are layering in our chicken carcasses, and then all of this stuff on the sheet pan has to go in the pot. Do not want to waste that. It's like liquid gold. Liquid gold. And then the wings are going in as well. Turnips raw with salt. Pickled jalapenos, yep. Gherkins in bologna spread. That would be good. That is like very old school. I like it. Kind of nestle those wings in wherever they'll fit. And there wasn't really any juices from those guys, just some fat. And now we're just gonna cover that with cold water. So simple. And that's how you make chicken broth. You guys with me still? I know, but that's what I thought. I was like, well, cucumbers and vinegar is like pretty much pickles. But I think they really just meant like cucumbers and vinegar. And do you guys know why we're doing cold water with the bones? Just enough water to cover the bones. That's going on the stovetop. We'll start it on high, and then as soon as it simmers, we'll turn it down to a nice low and slow. Bacon, banana, and peanut butter sandwiches. You're dirty. Peanut butter banana sandwiches. Yum. Make a vat out of the sweet banana, fry it, and then eat it with ice cream. What are these things that you guys are coming up with today? Out of control. Yeah, I am blaming you guys. When my doctor asked why I gained at least 10 pounds in a week. Roasted asparagus and zucchini, so good. Yep, seafood diet. We see it and we eat it. Okay, I am going to grab the little jars for our cheesecakes, and I'll be right back. So these jars are 125 mils. So super small, little personal serving size. I'm gonna guess we'll get maybe 8 or 10 of these, because we're not gonna completely fill them, just so that we can put on some of the milk crumbs that we're making today, as well as like a spoonful of strawberries on top. That way everything can fit in the jar and be eaten out of the jar. So I'll leave some room. We'll probably fill these around 3/4 of the way. And that way we have room to put the other stuff on top. I am too skinny. I need to gain another 20 pounds ASAP. This is actually the heaviest I've ever been in my life. And I feel really, really good about it, to be honest. I'm just like laughing now at the times when I was younger and I was like, I am too heavy. And it's like, well, look back at it now and it's, you just laugh at yourself that you would even think that. Like, hilarious. You're hungry now, Harry? Yeah, never be ashamed. It's always funny when you can look back on stuff like that and be like, what was I thinking? You really should not care about how you look. Like, to an extent, yes. But to be thinking about what everyone else thinks about you, no. It's just not fair, because you don't know what they're thinking. So instead of thinking bad things, why don't you think good things? That is my deep thought of the day. And I was trying to think of a question of the day for you guys today, but I really have nothing. I can do something off topic though that just came to my head. Is what is your favorite kind of coffee to drink if you have a favorite bean? And you drink it black, or do you like a latte or Americano? Or you like frappuccinos like Tristan? Talk to me. Let's have a coffee talk. I am just wiping these out because some of them are a little bit dusty. And before we get too carried away with that, I'm going to put the crumbs into the oven so that they can start to dry out. And I believe it was a 20-minute timer. Yes. It says until they're dried and sandy. Sounds good. You're a magician. You can break mirrors at looking at them. Don't want to hear it, Tris. No coffee for butt. That's impressive. Well done. I wish I could give it up just for my health, because I don't think it loves me, but I love it. Liz, you don't drink coffee either. Wow. See, I never really started drinking coffee until I moved to Vancouver. And there's so many local roasteries there that it's like I wanted to try the locally roasted beans, because that was never really a thing in Alberta. You don't wear makeup other than your mascara and shade your brows a bit, but other than that, you couldn't really care. That's pretty much where I'm at too, Tara. Oh God, we lost the lid. It's gone forever. Tomorrow's breakfast will be so unhealthy and good. The administration is cooking pancakes, waffles, bacon, sausage. Yum. You deserve it though, Opterix. The stuff that you guys have to put up with from your kidlets for most of the year. You guys deserve a breakfast like that. You like anything medium roast and you drink your coffee black. I am with you. I love black coffee. Okay, we're all prepped up now. Oh, this one's a little dirty still. I think it was from creme brulee. The remnants of burnt sugar. We can do creme brulee as well in the sous vide. So we can do that on stream together one time. Okay, I can't keep up with your guys' coffee orders. Venti caramel frap for Trist, 6 frap roast and 6 caramels. That would probably put me in the hospital. Caffeine and sugar overdose. But that is so impressive that you can drink that. I wish. You're stuck on Dunkin' large dark roast iced cookie dough or butter pecan coffee. Or frozen but same flavors. That sounds so good. Been buying coffee beans from Indonesia. Nice, Indognito. Okay, let's get these beaters out of here. Start to fill our jars. I believe the coffee I'm drinking is also from Indonesia. And it's called Kick-Ass. Helicopter, you put cream in your coffee, nice. But you will rarely have a mocha frappuccino, but that's just for the taste. I'm with you. But you like tea a lot. You don't drink coffee. Ew. I did not realize that so many people did not drink coffee. I thought the world like lived on this stuff. It must just be a West Coast thing. Some people on the West Coast are just like obsessed with their coffee places. It's like, what do you want to do? Go for coffee? Every time. You haven't been disappointed by Colombia and Costa Rica? Nope. Americano, black, hot until about June 2nd, iced until September 28th. Love it, Tig. Good old coffee schedule. Okay, so let's say like that much is good. 3/4. Trying not to make a mess, but I'm thinking that's hard to do. Let's see how many little jars we get out of this. And then if obviously a bunch of you do not have a sous vide, you can cook this in a water bath as well in the oven. So just get like a big pan that will fit all the jars. Fill the pan with water like halfway up the jars and cook it in that water bath at a super low temp. It'll probably take close to an hour. Just as easy as doing the sous vide, guys. And the water bath will help cook it quicker, but also keep it from cracking as well. Just that little bit of moisture in the oven. Okay, we might actually get 12 out of this. I did not think that was going to be the case. But I better get out those 2 other jars. Split this up evenly. But you just exist in a low energy state. You accept this. Incognito, you drink your coffee black at work and maybe some condensed milk or cream. No sugar at home. I am with you on the condensed milk. So that's what I have, like a teaspoon in my cup of coffee today. I love sweetened condensed milk in coffee. It's for sure my guilty pleasure. This will sound weird, helicopter. You put cardamom sugar syrup into your coffee. It's so good, Middle Eastern style. I was wondering, I kind of had a feeling that you would do something Middle Eastern like that. I was waiting for it. And that is not weird. I think that would be super good. But I really like cardamom, so that's probably why. So I do have a couple lumps in the batter, if you guys can see that. But I think I'm okay with it. I mean, don't really have a choice now. Let's top this guy up a bit. That's it, we did it. Our cheesecakes are prepped. Now we're just gonna put the lids on for tomorrow. Americano is what I usually get when you order it from somewhere. Same here, Incognito. You and I, we got similar coffee styles. Trist, you drink enough caffeine in a day to kill cattle? That's intense, man. I can't. I can have like small doses of caffeine, but I have to stay away from espresso now, otherwise it just makes my anxiety flare up really bad. Coffee without sugar. I know, I never used to be able to do that either, helicopter. And then I started drinking espresso when I started cooking in restaurants because it's just easy to take a shot and be done with it. Because nobody has time to really like stand around and drink coffee while working. So that's what I started doing. And then after that, I kind of just really enjoyed the taste of coffee. So now I don't need sugar, which is better for my health. Just kind of cleaning up these rims on the jars as well. Tara, you can't drink coffee. It makes you vomit and dizzy, raises your body temp, and causes you a migraine. Yes. So I have an intolerance as well, which is why I can only have like small doses every couple of days, a week. That makes me so dehydrated that like it fudges with my hormones and stuff. Chat is popping. I know, I cannot keep up. It's hard. Not a big fan of the fruity coffees. Me either, Tig. Chat is pooping. Chat's pooping. You heard it here first. You can't get away with anything in chat. You drink white grape and apple juice. Yum. I miss drinking white grape juice. Okay, so here's all of our little cheesecakes. I don't know if I have anything to put these onto right now. Betty stole all of my sheet pans, so I guess I'll just use a couple of these. That way we can put them into the fridge for tomorrow. You'd rather have your orange juice, AOT? You're like Sammy. He needs his orange juice in the morning. Oh, London Fogs. Those are so good. Okay, I'm just going over to the other fridge to drop those off. Yay for us today. Crushing that cheesecake prep. But you drink water, kombucha, and unsweetened teas. I need to get on that bandwagon. Have you ever thought about making your own kombucha? Liz, thanks for the biddies. Yeah, you're number one. You'll hold it down for today. You didn't see what went into this concoction? It's very, very simple. Cream cheese, sugar, salt, eggs, vanilla, and buttermilk or cream. Okay, let me keep up. Yep, you have a mother that's called a SCOBY, and you leave it in a jar and it ferments and carbonates. It's so cool. I'm so behind. What kind of monster puts a mother in the jar? Thank you for popping in, Lemon. Hope your weekend was well. Has anyone ever tried to make yogurt? I made the Middle Eastern style of yogurt, or the Jewish style. Someone help me about what it's called, because I am not remembering right now. But it was done within a day. Very, very easy. Trist! Giving biddies for Liz. Thanks, guys. 9 fridges. Nah, I only have 2 down here. It's a must. Okay, BRB. We have 6 minutes left on the crumbs. Hey, is our stuff bubbling yet? Almost. We're almost there. Kombucha is like fizzy vinegar. Maybe you just haven't had a really good one yet. Sammy's walking down with a paper bag. I don't know what it is. I am 12 on the inside. It's either like I am 12 or I am 70. There is no in between. Okay, I'm gonna put this mixer away, and then we can start to prep up some laksa stuff. What's this? What's this? Oh. What? That looks so good. I have to keep that bottle. Okay, everyone guess what's in Sammy's paper bag. Tara, bye. Enjoy your movie. Thanks for being here. Carrying drugs for an exchange. That's what I thought, Tris. You got some drugs? So we're gonna let that broth go until 5 o'clock, I think. Because the laksa is pretty easy to put together after that. Your favorite drink is water. By far. I drink so much water. I'm guessing that I drink around 6 or 7 of these a day. So there's 750 mils. Oh, yogurt drink. I love mango lassi. Strawberry jasmine green tea with bobas. Oh, I love boba as well. I could convert to tea, but I don't know. It's just like the smell and the taste of coffee is too good to give up. You drink 2 liters a day. That's still good, Liz. If you drink too much water, you get fat? What? How did you know, Tris? Blueberry Blast. Kettle Sour.
Ask her what time it is.
Posh. Ready, guys? Posh. What time is it? Come here. Come here.
Go see her.
Speak. Ah! Oh my god. It is dinner time. She is insane. Blueberry Blast Kettle Sour. Pucker up for a refreshing sour made with fresh blueberries. Yum. The beer has to be so good. I'm a blueberry fiend, so I am so excited for this. Lemon and blueberry. And it's only 5 IBU, so it's not bitter at all from the hops. Oh my gosh, Optrix, they're submitting the film? That is so cool. Can you win awards and stuff? Oh, the crumbs are smelling really good. Tig, you make drinking vinegar and add them to fizzy water. Nice. So do you have a soda stream or something then? Harry, she's so cute. She is crazy. Crazy 70-year-old lady. Liz has Dags. Hey, Phasmid. Mies, how come you never said hi before? How are you? Okay, I need to finish my coffee before we get into beer.
Beer.
The beer is here?
The beer is here.
Did you have a good drive?
I did. Went to go get beer.
Oh, it smells like a blueberry donut. Apple cider vinegar with honey and ginger and fennel seed. Yep, I'm with you on that, helicopter. Very, very healthy and good for you. Butt says hi.
Hello.
The beer excitement. On the soda stream, I've never had one of those, but I feel like they could be really useful. Finnegan's Irish Stout. That's Sammy's. Been chilling and watching. That's good, Mies. Glad you're here.
I got your dad a spiced sweet potato beer.
Who's a stalker, Trist? Spiced sweet potato?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Let's carry on, guys. I would cheers you, but I'm not going to drink this just yet. Maybe I'll keep it in the fridge. Okay, 10 seconds on our crumbs, and then we'll carry on with the soup. It's so true, Phasmin. Animals don't care about the name. It's just how you sound when you say stuff to them. Smells like pie crust. As in Finnegan's Wake. Yep. Mia said she's watching every step. She's a stalker. I will allow this. She's my favorite stalker. So here's our crumbs. They are just starting to turn golden brown, and then the other ones, yes, they are like dried out and sandy. So let's let these cool down so that they kind of harden up. And then once they're cool, that's when we toss them with melted white chocolate. And that will kind of hold them together in the bigger pieces. And the small pieces, well, those will just get coated and be delicious anyways. Yeah, it's true. You do have my number. I got your number, girl. So we'll let those cool over there. Easy peasy.
Earlier gets to see my new pajamas.
Guys, Sammy brought out a new pair of jammas. Reese's from the Hershey store in Vegas. There's a story behind the jammas. How old were you when you drank alcohol for the first time? Maybe 14? Probably. Maybe even earlier. I really don't know. Yeah, apart from our parents letting us taste. That's true. Twerk team. He twerked it. 420. That's what he says to us today. Okay, let's get into some laksa. So why don't we prep up some of the veg first that's going to go in? Because I still think I'm going to use an onion and a couple carrots. I can probably get a couple celery sticks as well to use for the broth when we make the soup. And then I have these really nice shimiji mushrooms that I found at the store. But these can just be put into the broth at the end to heat them up and soften them. They're so, so cute looking. White shimijis. And you can also get brown. But I think this whole pack was around $2, so very cheap. Okay, this stuff is simmering and oven needs to go off. You did grab a can of beer off the picnic table when your parents weren't looking and downed it at the age of 2? Impressive. Running in circles. Just crunk. Yeah, glad you didn't die. 2 glasses of champagne at 11, Trist? You were lit. Okay, so I also have some lemongrass here, which is a paste already, so we don't need to do anything with that. Yay. And then hopefully by the time we use this amount up in our cooking, my stuff in the garden, the lemongrass, should be ready to use. And then we have some ginger that we're going to mince up as well. Let's do a couple of garlic cloves. And then the rest of the flavor will be put in from the curry paste. I think that will be good. You were 16 or 17. Your shitty dad would buy alcohol for you and your younger best friend. What's a quick way to make moolah that doesn't include working for a paycheck? Turn to escorting. Don't do it, Mies. You're way better than that. But it's true. They make so much money. Be a cam girl. Yeah. Sell your body. Do it. You insult men and spend their money. Perfect. Let's do some smashing and stuff. Kind of group all of our ingredients together. That. What else? Probably use this for the carrot and the onion. Squirt some lemongrass into here now. That doggo, though. You guys just think she's cute, but you don't see the other side of her. So around a tablespoon of lemongrass. Just gonna smash this garlic and then we'll mince it in. And then the garlic, ginger, and lemongrass will be fried up together. Does it actually?
It's like when
Kate Smash.
It's like when the Tyrannosaurus Rex comes in. Boom.
Have you ever had ginger develop mold at the cut parts? Yeah, I have before, but only if I left it for a long time. Otherwise, it kind of just dries out and looks like that. Nothing else really happens. But it has molded before. I just cut that part off and use the rest. She's an adorbs doggo. Yeah, she's lucky she's cute. You went straight edge at 17. That is so good, bud. Yeah, just cut this dry part off and you can still use it. You were pretty straight-laced when you were younger. I think that's how I was too, Optrix. Because most of my youth was taken up playing soccer like 7 days a week. Very, very competitive. So we didn't go to parties too much. We didn't do too much drinking until I stopped playing soccer. And then I was like, whoa, what is life? What is alcohol? Monty, you probably should not say that in chat if you want to stay in here. We were talking on Chef's stream some of the worst accidents he's seen. Let's just shave off as little as we can from that part where it's dry. He said he's seen a guy cleaning a fan area and slipped and fell on the burner hand down and face down. Yep, that's not good. And this ginger piece, I think I'm only going to use half of it. I'm just going to cut off this end where it's really weird. And then cut off this dry end as well. Mies, it's okay if you don't know. There was a lot of people in chat that don't know. So don't feel bad. I'm sure there's a lot of celebrities out there that I have no idea who they are. It's like one of those things, if you know, you know. If you don't, well, then you probably never will. Okay, ginger is peeled up. So easy with a spoon. Buy a bag of the ready-to-use garlic. We used it all the time in the professional kitchen, but I don't use it at home just because it tends to go bad fast before I can use it all. So it's not really worth it. And I'm totally okay just peeling garlic cloves as I need it, because it does keep it a lot more fresh. now we're just gonna stack up our ginger pieces. Then we'll thinly slice them and dice them up. Slicing and dicing, as always. Yeah, but those are very true words about Anthony Bourdain. Very gifted and kind. Children in Twitch chat? Not usually. That is terrifying, Trist. I hope that never happens. It's messed up. I've never seen anything bad like that. Foot Network? So edgy. See you never. Well, he narrated Mind of a Chef. And then I don't know if he has any shows on Netflix. But you can watch a bunch of the episodes of No Reservations on YouTube. Their full episodes are around 45 minutes each. Liz, you have Netflix? Yes. For the free month. Yeah, it's like, it's not free. I don't want it anymore. Some people just don't belong. It's true, Optrix. Garlic vent. Last bulb of garlic you got only had the little tiny clumped cloves. What? That is so annoying to take apart. Totally understand why you're venting currently. We'll go over this one more time just to make sure it's minced up proper. Yes, but that's exactly it. It's totally what Bourdain did. Yeah, his shows were so good. Goes through everything. So we'll put our ginger in with our lemongrass and minced garlic. And we're moving on. Half an hour left till we strain our broth and make our laksa. Okay, so next up, let's move on to onions and carrots. Did he produce Ugly Delicious? I'm not sure on that, Tig. Oh, Trist, I've always wanted to pull the string when there's like a kitchen fire. But yeah, it covers your whole kitchen in powder. You have to close for like a week or two just to clean it all up.
I've never done it.
You've never done it either, Sammy? Armored! Thanks for the 35 biddies, man. How are you? Is this a sweet onion? It's not. But guess what? So we're almost out of our onions at home. I saw that at Costco they have the bags of Vidalias. So I think I'm going to try those next time and see how I like them. Go with something a little bit more sweet. Butts rank 5. Yeah. Onion ASMR. Okay, so we are going to do like a small dice on this. What? But 5 months already? This is insane. The fact that I have been streaming for 5 months, I can't even believe where the time has went. Thank you so much for the support, but how has it been that long? Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's try the Vidalia next time, Lemon. I think I'm gonna try it. Thank you, but so much love from afar. OG, right there. So I'll do our onion in like a 1/3 inch cubes. Cut that piece down. You can tell this onion is getting old because it's like kind of rubbery. It's not as firm or juicy anymore. Came for the eyebrows, stayed for the food. Trying not to cry, but it's not successful. Oh my goodness. Do I have to walk away? I think I'm good. I can't hold back the tears. Brow pomade and an angled brush. Never used the pomade. But definitely have a brush. These babies are wild. Wild. Okay, carrot or onion can move over, and carrots are coming in. And that is why we have a doggo here. Harry's going to bed. It's about that time. Sweet dreams, Harry. Maybe see you tomorrow. Clapped? When did you get in here? You're the boy who lived. Man, I love Harry Potter, guys. Doggo, you carrot. Good girl. So cut these in half. And in half again. Yeah, she's got to get her carrot snacks, guys. Is there a new one coming out soon? I don't know. I'm really, really bad with like keeping up with movies and stuff. Clap, what have you been up to now that school is done? I think this carrot will be really good in the laksa. It'll offer up a little bit of sweetness to that spiciness. You've been doing chores. I feel ya. I remember those days. Yeah, keep you busy and out of trouble. I remember my mom would leave me a list every morning, a note of what I had to get done while she was at work. Okay, I need to go get a Kleenex, guys. I had a sneaky bathroom break. Posh is just sitting back there, keeping you guys company. Seriously? Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Okay, back to these carrots. Optrix, your dad would wake you up, give you stuff to do, then you would run errands. Sometimes you'd fall back asleep and catch holy hell. Oh man. Yeah, you're still sleeping? What have you done all day? I totally remember those. It's like, I actually did nothing. She's like, just give me a carrot, woman. Come here. Oh, you missed it. I'm just gonna put these into this pan. It's gonna get cooked up together, so don't worry if they get mixed. Does Posh like onions? No, onions are bad for dogs. And I doubt she would touch it anyways. But how did your 2 doggos go? Your dog sitting. Did they behave for you? Okay, that is for our soup as well. Just gonna rinse my knife off. Your headphones are on max volume. Still hear your sister listening to BTS. The struggle clap. Now that's a struggle. You got a $20 tip on top of the $120 for the week. That is so good. Okay, what else do we need to prep up? So we can get out our curry paste. Mushrooms. Time for some shoe shopping. These are my kitchen shoes. So this is a Thai red curry paste, super dark in color. I think it'll go great, and I just took out that much, just in case we do need to use it all. Let's prep up our mushrooms. They behaved only because you avoided other people. Someone was coming, you took them to the grass to the side. Well, at least you're smart enough to do that and avoid a weird situation. Spent it already on builds. Sounds like life. These mushrooms are amazing. I love how they come like this. So all we have to do is just cut off the root end and then just break them apart. Then you made $100 doing laundry and cleaning the bathroom for the mother-in-law. Spent that on Father's Day gifts. Okay, there we go. I think we got it all. Pick that little piece off. Guys, look at this mushroom. It's so cute. Personal cooler and a 2-quart Stanley vacuum thermos. Nice. And a robe. And those are good gifts. Want some mushrooms? Yeah, who wants some shroomies? I don't know if these are all going to fit back in this container, but we'll pile them up. And they'll cook up really quickly in the hot broth. Some people even just like leave them raw and just pour the broth over it in the bowl. Totally up to you. But at least we know they're prepped and ready to go for later. And then the other green that we need is I'm gonna put some kale. Some fresh garden kale into the soup. I thought that would be good. Yeah, cooler in a thermos. That's exactly what Sammy has too. So we need to zip this kale, wash it up, and chop it. And then that will be put into the soup at the last minute with the mushrooms. They're so perfect, they are. Little baby shroom. He's my daddy, but not my father. Love it, but. Clapped Doritos. It's Dorito time. Oh, and update on the garden, everyone. I think we saved the Brussels sprouts from getting eaten by the worms. Everything seems to be growing again, and there's not as many bite marks, so yay. But the yellow squash, I'm still unsure of. Let's just hope for the best. The salad machine. Woohoo! We're gonna spin it out. Hey Tom, how are you? Welcome in. Let's get locked in. Locked and loaded. You're doing good, Tom? That is good to hear, man. I am good today. Busy as always, but things are great. Started off the day super hungover. This is not the first time I've heard you say this. Now we got some dry kale to work with. And washed. Oh, you wanted a stem. Oh, you wanted a stem. So we're just gonna chop that up into bite-sized pieces. Tom _ hungover, yes. Super hung over. Wrapping up the day with some ice cold Lone Star. Oh yeah, I guess I'm done my coffee now. I can move on to beer. All of the stimulants. Okay, let's just stack up our kale, chop it in half if it's too long. And then we're just going for a rough chop here. Don't worry too much about presentation, guys. This channel is like the show Cheers. You always see the same faces and share a bit of your lives with everyone. It's true. That is my favorite part. I remember when there was only like maybe 10 people watching. And I was like, how am I gonna like remember everyone when I'm when we get more and more people, but it's really not that hard. Everyone's own personality and stuff, it just like sticks for me. Awesome. Everyone's guessing Clap's age. Are they gonna tell us? What is what, but? Yeah, I was a little baby. Now look at us. You have the hiccups, Liz. The worst. I had those the other night and they like stayed for a good half hour. And I know this looks like a bunch of kale, but it is gonna cook down a lot when we put it into the soup. I'm 12 and what is this? I have not seen that meme, surprisingly. I'm usually pretty good with keeping up on the memes. Liz, hold your breath, but don't die. Go, go, go. Needs more kale. Don't. We don't need more. We have hit our kale limit. Tom is 12. Oh my gosh. If I don't know what Despacito 2 is, I don't keep up with memes. Straight up, I don't know what Despacito 2 is. I'm off my meme game. You heard it here first. You hate that song so bad, Tris. I think there's a lot of people that say that about that song. Sammy likes to call it gazpacho. Okay, last bunch of kale. And then I think it's beer time. Beer o'clock. Despacito. Oh no. Beer 30. No, just beer number 1. Okay. Kale is all cleaned up. Just under 10 minutes until we strain our broth out. You had 3 IPAs before you even left the office? That is impressive. Hey, getting into this Blueberry Blast Kettle Sour from a local brewery here. A crisp sour wheat ale with a clean and dry malt base, brisk flavors of lemon and fresh picked blueberries, and a refreshing tart finish. Where's the wings? Okay, this beer, it tastes like candy. It tastes like the blue whales. It's so good. And it's definitely not hoppy. It only has IBU 5. It tastes like blueberry juice. And I love sour beers as well. 100%. Okay, so crispy fried shallots. I think we will just do those ourselves. 3 shallots here. That will give a nice little bit of different texture to garnish the soup with. I think I'll just quickly coat them with like a rice flour and then fry them in a pan. We'll just do slices of them. So we're just gonna cut the ends off. I keep forgetting about this garnish. You have weeds in your backyard that you must take care of, Optrix. We had so many dandelions when we moved into this place, but Betty took care of all of them. So peel these guys up. But try to leave them as whole as possible. $500 for those dandelions. I know we haven't seen anyone's garden photos for a long time. Nothing too crazy is happening in ours yet. I think it's almost time to harvest the radishes and beets the first round. But I'll post photos when that happens. Okay, there's 2 more shallots. You love going to a party with a 6-pack of sour beer and throwing them in the cooler. Then hearing someone squeal when they sneak one. Yeah, suckers. It's like, it's not what you thought it was going to be. Now, give me my beer back. You always try and share them, but no one takes you up on it. It's an acquired taste, but I found that drinking the sour beers helped me like the other strong beers afterwards. But I went about it kind of backwards. I like started with the lambics and sours and then grew into the IPAs. Actually, dandelion wine time. New garage doors. I always find it kind of funny, the stuff that guys get excited about. Okay, so we will slice these pretty thin. Let's say like 1/4 of an inch in thickness. And you want the little rings, which is why we didn't cut the shallot in half at all. Hey, Kylie. How's Posh? Poshy? Come here. Kylie says, how are you? Come here. Are you good? How's it going, girl? Thanks for the 45 biddies. When your lawnmower gets stolen out of your garage since you can't lock the doors. Dang, man. Yeah, you get excited about doors that can lock. That sucks. Seriously, someone stole your lawnmower. Lemonade or grapefruit juice to your beer? Yeah. It's actually a really good addition. We are not going to attempt slicing that one. She's going to fall apart. Oh, and these are strong too. Like really strong. Next is a new fence. Man, you got some upgrades. So now we're just going to take these all apart. Put them in the individual rings. Kind of like mini onion rings, I guess. Just in shallot form. You just ate some Chinese candy. It's chewy and it tastes like gum. Yum. Is that out of your candy box, Trist? Your special one? My nose is still running from these onions. Okay, but who plays PS4? No one. Is this from the same one as last time that had the waffle in it, or is this a new one? Clapped. I don't think anyone plays PS4. Kylie, the weekend was really good. Did some grocery shopping yesterday and then just kind of chilled out, did some housework, cleaned the bathroom, vacuumed, washed the floors, did a little bit of laundry. And Saturday, I don't know what we did, kind of just chilled out as well. It was nice. Different one. Oh, on the 8th. Nice, Tris. What was your favorite thing so far from this box? A vaporwave picture. Okay, we're going to have a lot of crispy shallots, but that is okay. Because if you do them right, they will stay for a long time. Then you'll have like nice crispy onions to garnish whatever you want with. So wavy. The waviest of vapors. But how are the kids? Have you guys done anything fun lately? I feel like I haven't talked to you in a bit. These would not last long. Yeah, like you can easily just munch on them. It's just so emotional over here. And then right after this, we'll toss them with the flour so that they can kind of dry out. Then we'll strain the broth and carry on with the laksa. The broth, I think, is like the hardest part of the soup. Whew. I got tears rolling down my face. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Don't cry, steampunk's back. Yay. Crispy shallots are leeks to anything and people think you're a rock star. It's true. Like, this is so good with steak or even chicken or fish. Like, it can't really be bad with anything. That sounds so nice, Trist. And I can't believe like how red the rocks actually were. Okay, let me hunt for some rice flour. I know I had a little bit left. The Chinese candy called Kajillions. Tiny tasty candies and watermelon. Yum. I love watermelon candy. So you need just enough flour. I mean, you can use wheat flour as well, but I always find rice flour really crisps it up better. Or cornstarch, even. Just toss this up to coat them. should be completely covered in it. Like that. Put that away. It's raw, Captain Gumball. It's raw. Ah. Let me just wash my hands. Get a little wipey wipe of our station since we have been making a mess. You have a photo you can share? Do it up. Do it up. I'm just grabbing a large pot and a strainer for our broth. Like that. That's our setup. I'll put the other pot on the other side. This looks so yummy. And for the bigger chicken pieces, I'm just gonna pull them out with tongs. Sometimes it splashes. It's always good to get a good break, guys. Good for your health. Can't always go, go, go. Chicken feels really tender in here. You've never been on a plane, Kylie. Wow. Until next week? What? Where are you going? Okay, that is all chicken. We do need to get the broth into this other pot as well because we're using the big soup pot for the laksa. Trying to pour this in without splashing. And I want to make sure that I don't overflow. Okay, we're only about halfway there. Ready for the money shot? Yes, AOT. I just want to make sure that I don't overflow this. Close, guys. It smells so good. It just smells like roasted chicken. So simple. Okay, pushing those limits. She be filled up. So we did get a really good amount of broth. It's like pretty much full to the top if I put the strainer in. Boom. Like it is at the brim. So, I think we should just take the strainer out so that the chicken can kind of cool off before we start to take it apart. Take the meat off the bones. Solid stock. Thanks, Suicide. I mean, you can usually tell by the color and also the layer of fat on top. So yay for both of those things. Thanks for the follow, Suicide. I have like a scratch in my throat. I'm gonna go cough outside. Okay, we should be good. Something was tickling. You're going for 3 weeks, but you can't. Even 2 weeks in New York will be awesome. Maybe you can see Liz. Hey, Daddy's doll, how are you? These glass bowls, they are pretty old. I believe they're Pyrex. So they're pretty old school. I got them from my mom, actually. They're hand-me-down. Not sure if you'll be able to find them, but I believe there is. So there's the big blue one, a red one that fits in that, and then a yellow one and this small green one that all fit together, stacking. You might be able to find them somewhere online, but I doubt you can buy them anywhere anymore in the store. Okay, so next up, what we need to start doing is sauteing our onion and carrot, and then we will put in the curry paste with that, fry it up a bit, and then we can start to build the rest of our laksa. So put in the coconut milk, put in the broth, and season it up. And then for the noodles, I think we'll just cook the noodles in the broth at the end. Yeah, they are so nice, Daddy's doll. My mom said she regrets giving them to me, for sure. Okay, so I think I'm gonna just start the pot with garlic oil because I have it. We have a bunch here that has to get used up. But you can use olive oil instead. Here's the garlic oil. And this pot's on medium-high. Just need enough oil in there to be able to saute the veg. Couple tablespoons, I would say, if you're gonna make like 10 portions like I'm making, or else do half. And I suppose I will use the curry spoon. And while that's heating up, I'm just gonna go snip some fresh cilantro. Okay. This should be enough for like 3 portions. Oh, it's smelling nice and garlicky in here. You'd rather spend money on figures than travel. Fair enough. Okay, this oil's hot. Get ready for that sizzle. Yum. Stir it up. And we're gonna let that cook until it browns. In your box, you got some more of them waffles. They're called Jacquet's Petite Waffles. Is it a different flavor this time? Daddy's doll. You found some bowls on Amazon, but they're not as gorgeous. Yeah, I'm sure these are a tough find now. For sure, like a good vintage piece. Ah, they're from Belgium. Oh man, Belgian Stroop waffles. So good. Smells like heaven, AOT. That's pretty much where we're at. So I'm gonna bring the broth over here. Switch it out for these. I think I'm gonna turn up the fume hood for a little bit. Hey, Uncle Stinky, how are you? Okay, so now we can start to pull our chicken while we're waiting for that stuff to saute. And this meat isn't going to be put in until right at the end. Same as last time we did a soup this style. You guys can see why I do it that way, so it stays nice and moist. And then because we just simmered the broth, this chicken's going to be really nice and tender still. Whereas if we boiled it, it would be very, very dry already by this point. She is lovely. You, I don't know where little cruiser. Let's get a stir on this stuff. Oh yeah. Get some light. Turning down the heat to medium. Just brown it up a little bit too fast. And we'll carry on. Pull that chicken. Let's do it. I mean, you know it's tender when it kind of just falls apart in your hands. That's when you know. Yeah, I still love Uncle Stinky's name. One of the more creative ones out there. But I don't know, can you really beat Butt Burglar? Pretty unique. You're drinking vodka. Who's on those drinks? Hey, getting that chicken oyster out. You guys learned about that last week. Got another Sturzy over here. Go, go, go. She's a butt thief. You kept the origin of your name? Yes. Yes. Guys, get ready. The origin of Uncle Stinky's name coming up. We'll just be over here pulling some chicken. Whew. It's still hot. I'm not putting any of the skin in here, guys, because it's just going to be mushy and a weird texture in the soup. But if that's your thing, then by all means, go for it. Okay, so I think it's time for the curry paste. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick because they're all chickens. Plus we have to add the ginger, lemongrass, and garlic right now. You guys still with me? That is sturdy. Smells so good. And we'll start with a smaller amount of curry paste, and we can always add more afterwards, but you can't really take it out once you add it. So keep that in mind. Probably do something like that to start. Around a cup, let's say. So I'll mix that into the veg. Kind of break it up. You get all of the smells and some spice. And I think our next step is going to be opening our can of coconut milk and putting that in. Vegan Gelato, you're here. How are you? Yum. Love that coconut cream. Going over. Now this is going to be heavenly. You know what we're going to do? Dip this into here. Give it a little swirl. Rinse it out. Done. So now scrape up whatever is on the bottom of the pot. And then let's just pour in some of this chicken broth. Do that much. The curry paste and the coconut milk, unbeatable. Okay, Uncle Stinky, your story. So you had a roommate years ago and his son lived on the other side of the state. Kid would stay with you guys a few weeks every summer. He was around, you figured to show him how guys interact with each other. You would curse 6-year-old levels, burp, tell dad jokes, and fart. One time you farted on his head. And he said, "You're Uncle Stinky." This was in front of all your poker playing friends. And then the nickname was born. Uncle Stinky. Love it. It's nice to know other people fart on other people's heads. I'm not alone. Tom being bad on a Monday? Is that something new? I don't think so. Let's see how fast we can pull our chicken. So we still need to fry up these shallots. Don't forget, guys. Still got some garnish work to do. It's true, Tom. I see your antics, and I am okay with it. Gotta drink off the bourbon withdrawals. It's tough times out there. Time to break out the rum. Say what? Trist, you're going to get some rum? I'm shocked. Okay, we have like barely even made a dent in this. But that is a good thing. We'll have a good flavorful soup with lots of chicken. I'm not throwing out nothing. Sammy, you alive?
Yeah.
How doing? You need some more ice on your ankle? Yeah. Rum is always good, yep. I love that layer of fat that you always get on top of curries, whether it's like a soup or a sauce. It just looks so good. It's so vibrant. Whether it's like green, red, or yellow, all of them look unreal. Just killed your last shot of bourbon. I can't do that. I am not a bourbon or whiskey person. I just can't do it. And Bud is definitely not an alcohol person. You wish you didn't like alcohol so much. I mean, there is worse things out there that you could really enjoy. Like drugs. So I think you may have made a fair choice on that one. It could be heroin, yeah, exactly. Your father likes whiskey and meth. But I love how open you are. Heroin's basically a death wish. That's how I feel. It's like, don't even bring that stuff near me. You've never had meth, but you know you love it? Oh my god. See, I've never like been hospitalized and had to have many of those prescription drugs, so I have really no idea. Probably for the better though. I have a pretty addictive personality. But I think I know my limits now. I'm getting a lot better than when I was younger. Hey, just a little bit left to pull, and we are well on our way. How is it looking? Hey, now that that's simmering, I'm gonna turn it all the way down. Everyone's like, well, that got intense. You had an industrial accident years ago. The doc gave you a small amount of Vicodin. When you went in for a checkup, he asked if you wanted more. Yeah, no. I like them too much. Don't do it. It's dangerous. See, you know your limit as well. That's good. Alvin, you are here. So you're home from dinner then? You have to tell us how it was and what was the favorite dish. Yeah, but for you, that is probably a crazy feeling, hey? Having to take like any sort of prescription drug like that. Vicodin always made your nose itch. So weird. You had morphine when you had your C-section. Made you want to claw your face off. Unbearably itchy. That is crazy. Like I said, I've never taken any of that stuff, so I have no idea how I would react. You thought Butt was a dude this whole time? What? Tom is shocked. Now he needs another shot. Their insane lamb is always the favorite. You took a photo of everything and made a note of most what they were for the Discord tomorrow. Love it. Yay. Thanks for the inspiration. You thought Butt was who lives with me? You thought Butt was Sammy? That is so funny. You have 2 teachers who have had twins? That is insane, Optrix. Like, what are the odds of that? You always go with high expectations, Elvin, but the place beats them every time. That is so good to hear. Makes me really happy that there's still restaurants like that out there. Like, when you leave, like, so surprised and satisfied. Such a good feeling. Okay, all of the meat has been pulled. Bam. That's a good amount of meat, hey? That can be set aside. Go into the compost later. R.I.P. chickens. R.I.P. Washing off the chicken substance off my hands. quickly plate up our fresh veg and pickles to serve with the soup and fry off the shallots. And then we are there. Oh, Betty has come with the fish delivery.
Fish lady.
You need me a sign for that?
Yeah.
You need me a sign for that? You like old times.
Trist, you're back.
It's a big old cod in there.
Insane.
There's an ice pack in there. Take it out.
Optrix, this is for you. Okay, let's quickly check this out and then we'll move on.
Have you seen it like that before?
Ugly. Super ugly.
Tom, you're an old man. Hey, I was a breech baby too, but actually both Rando and me were breech for Betty. She had us naturally, so good for Betty. Oh my god, Death, sup man? You made it. How are you? How was your nappy nap? How much was the fish? She said it was gonna be around $62. Oh, it is not whole. So the head is off. Here's the box. There's our ice pack. You want to keep that or toss it? Let's unwrap this bid. A very, very ugly fish, guys. But very tasty. This is massive. It looks so good though. Get out of the plastic. Get out. So it's dressed. They did all the bad stuff for me. So I'm guessing we will do like just a portion of this tomorrow and then save the other sauce for either a soup or just fillet it on stream. But I don't think there's any way that I could cook this whole thing in my oven at one time. It looks good though, like massive. So I'm just gonna wash my hands up. Put that guy away. I think there's room somewhere. And then we'll carry on with Dins. Woohoo! I'm kind of sad that the head's not on though. I really wanted to use the head for soup. Yeah, Rando's my brother. It's not expensive though, because this is 7 pounds. So if you divide that up into portions, I think it's definitely worth the quality. Like $9 a pound. It looks really good. Group buy. Yeah. Let's get a flamethrower and torch it. Done. Microwave the whole thing. Oh, you guys. My faves. Oh, it's gonna be good, Trist. For that amount of money. Okay. Let's get back to this. It's been a day. It is evil, yeah. Microwave. Rub some cannabis butter and bake it. Now you're talking. Okay, just making sure nothing is stuck here. But nothing has to go into the soup until way later. So I'm going to take our broth off so that I can put a pan on the stove for our shallots to fry up. Microwave challenge cooking stream. I don't think I could. I'd be like, this is against everything in my body. Roll it up in parchment paper and smoke it. so this pan, turn to like medium high. On the closer side to medium though. And then I'm gonna put some grapeseed oil in. And that's where we're gonna fry up our shallots. Yeah, I'd be scared of that. So you want a good amount of oil so that it fries up evenly. And then let's just prep a plate with some paper towel on it. And then that's what the shallots can be put onto after they're done. It'll soak up some of the grease. It's a must. Smoked fish to a whole new level. Okay. I don't know if we will get to coating the milk crumbs today. But we can easily do it tomorrow. So now I'm gonna make up our plate of pickles and veg. Current job. You like this apron? I love it as well. It was handmade for me. And if you have Twitch Prime or Amazon Prime, you could enter to win this for free this month. So any sub in the month of June gets entered to win one of these aprons. And it'll be sent out at the end of the month. I have the menu for the week. Yes, Elvin. It is posted in Discord. Just we switched up Monday and Tuesday. So I'll do the fish tomorrow instead of today, obviously, since I just got it. Thank you for that, Trist. Thank you, thank you. What day were you thinking, Elvin? I'm gonna get the veg out while we're waiting for the oil to heat up. And I also have our bean sprouts here for the soup. Guess I can take our shrimp out as well. And what else are we feeling? Some pickled garlic scapes, watermelon, straight up dills, and maybe some of the kimchi. Then I'll do up some, cucumber and peppers. Just trying to think of stuff that's gonna go good with this. Tom 101. Thanks for the bits, man. Oh, we got some radishes still. That's delicious. So there's that. Sounds good, Alvin. Thursday or Friday might work. Sudden schedule changes. Yep. Occupational hazard. Just got hung out to dry. Oh man, Tris with the 100 biddies. Are we starting a war? Thanks, guys. I might get a splash guard on this. Just in case when we put the onion in it splashes. And real quick before I start, I'm going to take my last bathroom break. And then we're going to crush the rest of this. We back, fam. You don't even remember who you gave your bits to? Okay, I can smell this. It's getting hot. Probably have to do the shallots in batches. And then while we wait, drink more while you're here. Yeah, you won't remember a thing. It's okay. So cut our radishes off the stem. Let's use our paring knife for that. And these are the farm radishes still. They're not the garden ones yet. But we're close. So that means I'll have to take something else home from the farm then pretty soon. Cut the root end off as well. You gave Robin a lot. See, Stinky is keeping eyes on you. Robin deserves it too, of course. I got love for my fellow streamers. It's a healthy competition. We all do different stuff and we all have a different style of streaming, so I don't even know if it is competition. The preserved veggies look good, thanks. I mean, most of them there are homemade except for the dill pickles. Yeah, Robin is crazy. He's a little bit more wild than I am. Okay, this oil is just about to start to smoke, so let's put some shallots in. Pretty much just want one layer so that it fries up properly. Or else you'll be just having to stir it all the time or have to put more oil. And once it looks like it's browning really nice on the underside, we'll do a little stir. And that way the other side can brown up as well. This is a lot easier to do in a deep fryer as well. This beer is good, Tom. Blueberry Blast Kettle Sour. Pethion, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. I remember that night, but when he did the maid outfit, I was like, what is going on currently? Now you don't want to fry these too dark either, because they will taste burnt. Go, go, go. And then about 5 to 6 is when we'll put our shrimp in, the soup, and the chicken and the kale, and the mushrooms. And we'll let that cook for about 5 minutes. Let the flavors meld together. And then we'll season it up and fry everything. You can't get into sours. Dang, suicide. Sours are my favorite type of beer. Tom, thanks for the biddies. You've effed up fried shallots. Yeah, you don't want to do that. I think these are good. I'm willing to risk the couple of soggy ones for the remainder of the really crisp ones. Just so you don't burn them. Okay, another handful. And then we're probably good with that amount. That was about half of what I prepped up. What did those take to fry? Maybe 5 minutes? Okay, let's go back to our radishes real quick. That's all your bits, Tom. That's okay, man. Anything is better than nothing. Thank you. Oh, they do cook faster than onions. They do, Elvin. It's very easy to take it too far. Okay, radishes are just there on the plate. Go back to these guys, give them a little stir. And obviously you want them all kind of cut at the same thickness as well, so that they cook really evenly. Because yes, otherwise some will burn before the other ones are even crisp. Don't want that. And the other ones are actually nice and crispy. I was kind of worried about them. I'm going to take some of this out. Got those couple before they burn. We don't want that. I think pretty much good to go on those. Also, when you kind of notice them stop bubbling a lot, that means they're also being close to done. Let's just leave that there for now. You guys chilling? Your shallot misadventure involved you thinking they'd time like onions. Yep. It was too late. Okay. So, shrimp has tail off and they are cleaned. So that can just be dumped into the soup like so. I'm gonna give that a quick little stir. I'm going to take this oil off of the heat, otherwise it will stay really hot. Next up, all of the chicken that we pulled off. Heat that up. Gonna get hearty up in here. And then all of our kale, that's gonna cook down a lot. So don't be worried if it looks like too much. Gotta get those greens, my peeps. And I still have this on very low heat, so the shrimp can slowly come up to temp. And then lastly, our shimiji mushrooms. Just put those there. And get some warmth on them. And then while we wait, let's finish off our pickle plate. I think I'm good with just the radishes and pickles, guys. I don't really think the cucumber is needed. So let's start with some pickled watermelon. Thanks, Dogman. Welcome in. And by watermelon, I mean watermelon rind. So tasty. It's like sweet and sour. The film has been submitted. Nice. Takes a while to upload large video files. Yes. Man, it typically takes me close to like half an hour, 40 minutes to upload my, 3.5, 4 hours of streaming onto YouTube. So I feel ya. Cucumber is needed. Okay. I'll do a little bit. So let's pickled garlic scapes over there. I'm gonna do a little bit of kimchi if anyone wants to spoon it maybe into their soup. Could be really yummy. And you can see we're running a little low on this. So I feel like it's time to make some more kimchi soon. You were making a dirty joke. Love it. Clapped your back. Okay, we got some little dillies here. We'll just slice those up. Just trying to use them up. Splatter guard? Yep, splatter guard. Yeah, I think it's just called a splatter guard, Death. We get them in like 2 packs at Costco, but they're pretty easy to find otherwise. Okay, I'll just go get the cucur, because I think it'll look good in the middle of the plate there. And then we're pretty much there. Coming up to 6 o'clock anyways. We are here. Do I push my videos to YouTube? Yeah. I just do like the straight export from Twitch. Let's just do some cucumber spears. Some contrast in the middle of the plate. Shabam. Fresh veg for the win. Okay. Give this a stir. Let's check our shrimp. We're getting there. Okay, shrimp look good. I think we should try our broth. They are pretty cheap, Death, yeah. And they are super handy. Okay, now I'm gonna have water just to clear my palate off from that. Let's taste our laksa. Mm-hmm. We got a good amount of spice. I think I'm gonna freshen it up with some lime and some fish sauce and soy sauce. No stream tomorrow, working out a new schedule. No, Death. Your collection 24 stones in Skyrim. Somehow you're missing one. What? But the struggle. So let's do a couple splashes of fish sauce. Probably that much is good. And that is salty as well, so just keep that in mind when you're seasoning it. I didn't add any salt yet, so that's gonna take a good amount of soy sauce. Yeah, Death can watch the stream tomorrow. Woohoo! Squeeze our limes in. Our sad limes. We'll give that a stir and taste it again. See if we need to add anything else. And I think I'm going to take it off the heat as well. I can turn the burner off. The shrimp is definitely cooked. Oh, you're on Switch, but... I think just a little bit more soy sauce. I'm just using Thai Kitchen. And I forget what the other Thai brand is. Is it like Tiger or something? But this one's not bad. Definitely needed more salt there though. So one more try and we should be good. Yeah, Death. You will be here. We're getting there. I don't think we need any more spice because it's kind of just sitting in the back of my throat. And I'm going to garnish the soups with a quarter of a lime. But I'm also gonna add one more juiced. I just know this laksa, the broth is like not as bright as it should be. It's gotta be like, yeah, damn, that's good. We're not there yet. Okay, hopefully we are good now. You've been drinking Tide? Yeah, which cookbook is that from? Thanks, Incognito. I think I'm just gonna add some salt now. But that lime definitely helped. Don't want to overpower it with the soy flavor. And then obviously our garnishes are going to change the flavor a little bit as well. Our bean sprouts, our crunch, our cilantro. I think it's perfect. And then obviously if you want more spice, you can top it up with a chili paste. So now, let's just prep up our garnishes. Take the ends off of the lime. Cut it in half. And each half in half again. And that can be served alongside of the soups. Obviously there's 4 of us. Do a rough chop on this cilantro. Gonna line up all the stems. Let's cut off the majority of the stems there, and the rest we can use. You don't need to be super fancy with this either. It's just soup, guys. You're gonna go eat some salt. What? Tide is the new drink of choice. Terrifying. You guys are crazy. Just getting the bowl out to plate, and we have made it. Oh, that's a lie. Guys, it's a lie. What about the noodles? What about the noodles? You guys are like, I have no idea how to make this. Don't blame me. Okay, let's turn this back on to medium. Noodlings in here. There's our rice stick noodles. And then our stir fry noodles. Both of them are gonna go into the pot. Adobo. So there's like 2 different kinds of adobo. Yes, there's the one with the chipotles, with the chilies. And then there is the style of pork that the Filipinos do. Which is more of like a soy sauce base. Yeah, Filipino adobo. So good. Have you guys had the Tabasco brand sriracha? Never had the Tabasco brand one. I'm gonna put in these stir-fry noodles as well. We're clearing out the pantry. That way we can buy some new stuffs. Now this is gonna get hearty. See, I think we should have put the noodles in before the shrimp. We made a mistake, straight up. Melinda's Quattro X Private Reserve. We are more than ready for plating now. Let's go. Adobo applies to any meat cooked in vinegar or acid. And then I don't know like why this says this. Chipotle's in adobo. Because the sauce in here tastes nothing like the Filipino adobo. Nobody knows. Okay. Noodles are softening. I guess I can put some of this stuff away. Fish and soy sauce, gone. That is true, Death. Any meat cooked in vinegar or acid is so good. Cheers, guys. We made it through another day. Just opening my sprouts. I'm going to bring over shallots. So here's the shallots. They are nice and crispy. I don't think they need any salt. Is that a 40? Nope. It's a 650 ml, which is what most of the breweries here like to bottle with. Okay, how are the noodles? Rice noodles are still a little bit tough. Minute or two more. I'm gonna go take a photo of the veg plate while I have time. The beer is bigger than your face. Yep. Stinky, your family's Filipino adobo recipe includes a can of 7-Up. I have heard that. I have. It's like their secret sometimes for the carbonation and the sugar. Okay. I'm gonna turn this off now and serve us up some laksa. Despacito. Oh man, clapped. Why did you do this? And thunderstruck. I just saw that was you. How's it going? Thanks, Tig. Despacito. Yeah, doom. We caught you clapped. You can't outsmart us. I'm gonna try and get some noodles, which we will use tongs for those instead. Get a good mix of each. So we'll get some of the stir fry ones in the bottom of the bowl, and then some rice noodles as well, if it's possible. I like both of them, so I'm not going to be picky. There we go. And then our toppings: chicken and shrimps, kale, and mushrooms, and obviously our veg from our soup base, which is carrots and onions. So I'm thinking we're good there for a portion for myself. That's where we're at, my friends. Just gonna wipe the side of the bowl. So now, let's start off with, maybe we'll put some of the bean sprouts just on the side here, propped up. These are gonna add some really nice crunch and juiciness to the soup. You can do as much or as little as you want. Who inspired you? Mike Sai? Mike Sai is the bomb. He is our Alton Brown of Twitch. So our cilantro chopped. And then our crispy shallots. Nice pile like that. And then our limey lime. Just put that over there. And I think we're good with that. And obviously you just eat it with the pickles. There is our laksa. I think that looks pretty good. Despacito would swim in it. It's true. It looks like a rabbit. Yep, that's definitely a rabbit on the floor. Okay, photo time and then taste time. Sammy the food stealer. Bye, Tig. Thanks for everything. Yeah, he will be inspiring us with food and travel for years. Okay, so let's try our broth. See, it doesn't taste like a red curry with how we prepared that. So that's pretty cool, I would say, considering we use the red curry paste to make the laksa curry. I like it. I think it turned out perfect. Let me get some of the noodles in here. Some chicken and a shroom. A shroom. Like so. Shallot. The shallot is perfect with that. Just like that little bit of roasty flavor. The noodles are perfectly cooked, so yay for that. The chicken is like fall apart tender. And the mushrooms are not strong in flavor, so they pretty much just absorb the broth. They're just there for like substance. Am I from Maine? I am not. I am not. So that's delicious. I would for sure make that for like a really hot summer day, and it'll cool you off, I think. Clapped, what are you doing? You're getting timed out. Bad. That's all I gotta say. Okay, I'm just looking on Belly right now to see who we are going to raid. Do you guys have any requests? We have Cooking with Shay, Kev's Kitchen, or Cannibal Queen. What are you guys feeling? Just open a restaurant. I wish, Elvin. I need investors. Which, who knows? Maybe I can find them on Twitch. But I'd be so down. Okay. No one's saying nothing, so maybe let's go see Cooking with Shay. I have not tried goose barnacles. Cooking with Shay. Okay, we're going in. Thunderstruck, you want Cannibal Queen? I'm going to try and give some love to some smaller streamers today. Thanks everyone for the love, for all of the biddies. You guys are nutso. The couple of subs or resubs today too. Thank you for that, everyone. And for just being here and supporting me as always. We had a pretty lit chat today. Learned about people's coffee preferences or not. And hopefully you guys learn how to make laksa. I'll see you tomorrow. We're cooking whole fish.